Hello, Winnetka community and staff. Thank you for taking a moment to watch this brief message regarding the work that we are engaged in this 23-24 school year to best serve our students and staff. We'll talk in this message a little bit about our strategic plan, our annual goals, and the ways in which we report out on progress toward that work. As a reminder, we are in year 3 of our strategic plan, a 4-part strategic plan that addresses key areas in which we are targeting our work. We made some additions to the plan since it was begun as a result of our annual goals to include the expansion of literacy at the K-8 level, which is a part of our literacy review this year, and the addition of communications, safety, and security related goals, which you'll hear about in this message. You'll see that we have numerous ways of reporting progress towards these goals at various points in the year. As an administrative team, we have worked to adapt the format of reporting so that there's consistency across all areas and clarity for all those seeking information about the work that we are engaged in. Likewise, we've increased how and when we are sharing student growth and achievement information with parents. Hopefully you've noticed that in the beginning of this school year and are excited about the information that you are receiving regarding your students' progress this year. We look forward to continuing to improve that bridge between our schools and our parents so that our partnership in education has never been stronger. At the end of last year, we shared our end-of-year report with the board and community, identifying 6 key areas that we were going to prioritize based on student growth and achievement data. You'll hear more about these 6 key areas in relation to our 4 goal areas with our strategic plan in messages from all of our administrative team in this message. Thank you again for taking a moment to learn more about the work that we are so invested in.
Goal Area 1 is focused on intellectual engagement and motivation to learn. Winnetka 36 has a strong tradition in progressive education. This year we'll be evaluating our progressive education hallmark experiences at each grade level and comparing them to our progressive education tenets that we identified this past year, as well as our portrait of a graduate, to ensure that we're encouraging the skills that we want to see in our students through the progressive education lens. Our next goal is focused on grades 5 through 8 in our middle school level, and that's focused on our instructional approach. As we continue to develop this approach in our instruction, we'll be having our teachers involved in either the planning or implementation of a project this year. Our next goal continues with our work in grades 5 through 8 and is focused on our homework policy and guidelines. We'll be evaluating our current practice and reality, reviewing research to guide our work, and then providing guidelines for implementation for next year for students in grades 5 through 8.
Our work in the area of literacy continues, with almost 60 teachers participating in a literacy curriculum pilot this year. The goal is to select materials that will support a guaranteed and viable curriculum in the area of reading and writing for our students kindergarten through 8th grade. This will not only improve the coherence of what we're doing with our programming, but also provide our students with more diverse and differentiated learning opportunities. This year we also included additional assessments during our fall, winter, and spring benchmark assessment periods. That information will be used by our teachers to determine how they can differentiate during our various intervention blocks. And we've also provided staff with a tool to make using that data much easier and more effective. Our final goal is looking at executive functioning. This year we'll be working on identifying what executive functioning expectations will look like at each grade level, kindergarten through 8th grade.
The second goal area in the district's strategic plan is focused on ensuring positive climate and well-being for our students, staff, and community. We know that in order for a person to effectively participate in the educational process, that individual must first have their basic needs met. Those basic needs include social emotional learning, self-regulation, and developing a sense of connection and belonging.
We will continue the implementation of Ruler, which is a systematic approach to social emotional learning developed at the Yale Center of Emotional Intelligence. In order to best determine emotional and behavioral needs of our students, the district will administer Panorama Survey and pilot 2 evidence-based social emotional screeners.
Next, based on the results of the Panorama Survey data from spring 2023, and after completing our district-wide book study, Belonging Through a Culture of Dignity, We will be working to increase the number of staff and students who report favorable responses when asked about their sense of connection and belonging in each building. One of the ways we hope to do this is by implementing monthly observances. The district will take time each month to recognize the contributions of people of diverse backgrounds. The goal of these monthly observances is to bring awareness and appreciation to the diverse population of students and staff in our community.
Our last area of focus is to maintain and improve positive culture and climate for our staff and students. Our efforts include ensuring teacher voice is included in decision-making and professional learning priorities by developing more opportunities for collaboration and reflection. Through Goal Area 2, we will continue a strong focus on supporting staff, students, and our stakeholders.
We have 5 sub-goal areas that I'm going to share with you today and what that is going to lead to. The first is creating a reflection tool for our many staff members as they go out for professional learning. We want to make sure that we harness and capture the best of the best, so we will be having all of our staff that go out for the learning experiences reflecting on what they've learned, as well as using it in order to collaborate with their peers at both the building and district level. The next area that we're looking at is continuing the success that we've built with our Winnetka Parent Institutes. Each month we will be offering unique developmental opportunities for our parents that will mirror professional learning happening in the district. We'll continue to survey and collect feedback in order to drive future programming. Another area that we're exploring further is our work in collaborating between both administration and teachers in terms of professional development and institute time in Winnetka. Each time we do an Institute Day, we'll be collecting feedback and we'll utilize a team of administration and teachers to help drive future learning, as well as analyze areas that we might be missing. Over the last couple years, another area of work that will continue to develop is seeing how our Portrait of a Graduate, which is how our kindergarten through 8th grade students end up leaving the district with specific competencies, as well as our work with Portrait of an Educator last year, how that ties in with our progressive tenets of action, ensuring that we're continuing a push for our whole child approach, experiential learning, and building a collaborative community. We want to make sure that these things are coming to life, and we'll start implementing them starting next year with hiring practices and ensuring that equity is a key piece of the interview process. And finally, the last sub-goal area is that in which we're developing pipelines for future educators. We take it seriously that we want to continue to search for the highest quality candidate here in the Winnetka Public Schools. We're excited to offer many opportunities to local universities to increase requests for observation, as well as secure practicum students, internship students, and ultimately student teachers to give us the best of the best going forward.
Goal Area 4 focuses on financial stewardship and facility improvements. This year, our first goal is to ensure that we are focused on our long-term maintenance plan beyond our referendum work. This will be revisited biannually through our facilities, finance, and committee of the whole subcommittees. Our referendum did not encompass all of the necessary work that continues to need to be addressed in our schools to ensure our aging buildings are well maintained and kept up to date beyond the referendum scope. Our goal is to ensure that we have adequate funding to address these projects, and we will do this by putting this comprehensive plan together that will bring us all the way to 2032. Our second goal area is focused on working with the board to review and update the board's financial philosophy and fund balance policy to ensure it is still reflective of this current board as well as future boards. The board is committed to timely review of this philosophy while ensuring that the budget is prioritizing students and ensuring our facilities are well maintained. Our third goal area is around our construction process over the next year. We aim to ensure a smooth bidding process leading to an on-time and on-budget construction and renovation effort. This will also include clear and proactive communication with neighbors at all buildings regarding the progress of our construction. We chose this goal as the community has entrusted us with the approved funds to support this 3-phase project, which is addressing critical needs in all 5 buildings. Some avenues which we are utilizing to achieve this goal are updates through our website, mailings, and community meetings with our stakeholders. We are also committed to providing digestible visual information to our board and community on our budget and referendum progress.
Our final goal area is on the areas of communication, public relations, safety, and security. Our communication goals are focused on supporting our 4 strategic plan goals, most specifically recruitment and retention, as well as communicating construction updates and information to our community. We are focused on enhancing our safety communications and building upon the launch of our recently developed safety bulletins, ensuring our community is well aware of the steps we're taking to partner with our village entities to further enhance and support student and community safety. To build on efforts to increase efficiency and consistent communication, we will be continuing to update our website more frequently, provide engaging content on social media to meet the needs of our busy parents who are hoping to catch a glimpse into what is happening at our schools, and provide tools for parents to best connect with us, such as our most recently launched app and recently launched podcast.